Hey, how you guys doing? My name is Angel and Farah. Today I'm going to be doing my that's what I said last time, fifth tutorial on Blitz 3D, Blitz Basic technically. But in this tutorial I am going to be starting to talk about if statements and conditions and loops and all that fun stuff that makes up good programs. So basically where I left off last time, we were getting user input. I'm just going to turn down my volume a bit. We were getting user input, and there we go. Okay, so we were getting user input, and we were doing stuff with it, but it doesn't, you can kind of just print it back out to the screen, but what if you can actually take it and ask it if it says this, do this, or if it does something like this, do this. So, and this one is going to be pretty cool because you can make, well, first of all, you can make games just using the if statement, getting input from users and text to the screen. You can make games like that, text-based games. So right off the bat, I'm just going to start again with how I always like to, what I always like to put at the end of my programs. Wait, key, and end. So that's when I run it. There we go. When I run it, it's not going to do anything, but I hit a key and it'll end, as I was saying before. So now, okay, so I'm going to get some user input. I'm going to get their age. Yeah, let's do age equals input. Oh yeah, I can't type today, it's too cold. Input, yeah, no, it is a number. What is your age? Question mark, space, quotation mark. Good. Bracket. Now I want to, so I'm going to get their age, I'm going to get a number, and I'm going to want to see if it's above 18 and if they're allowed to vote. 18 or above. So I am going to introduce the if statement. Basically, in programming, this is just like asking if this condition is met, do this. It's just as simple as that. So all you have to do is say if, and then you're going to put your condition right here. And unfortunately, you can't put it like you would say it. You have to put it in programming language. So I'm going to bring in the variable age, and I'm going to ask it, is it greater or equal to 18? Now, this is basically how you're going to go about comparing variables or numbers or whatever. This, of course, if you're familiar with math, this is a greater or less than sign. In this case, it is a greater than. And then this guy right here is less than, of course. The easiest way to remember it is the side that it opens up to is going to be the bigger number. So, if age is greater and then or equal, this one means greater or equal. You can also say equal. You can say less than, greater than, and then not equal to, greater or less than 18. But in my case, I want to go greater or equal to 18. And you can either say then, if you like, and I'm actually just going to hit a couple enters so I have a bit of room, so it's not too important. Okay, so if it's greater or equal to 18, then, and in this case I'll say print you are over 18. So what's happening here is, of course, I have my if statement, and as I was explaining, it looks if age is greater than 18, or greater or equal to 18, and then right here I say then. So this is basically just putting in something called pseudocode, sort of, the then part of it. What pseudocode is I think it's called pseudocode, but it's just something that looks a lot more comparable to human language than to programming. So say here, if I wanted to get user input, the pseudocode for this would be make, I'll just go like this so I can just add that to comments, make user variable use or age, that's what the variable is called, QAL to input from user. So that would be the pseudocode. Of course, this doesn't actually do anything, it's just easier for someone to read. But the computer needs it to be special. So I'm kind of saying that then is a pseudocode because you don't actually need it there. It's nice to have just so you understand that that's the end and it's going to be doing what's next. And right here I just have to say end if. So how this works. Okay, so basically So saying what's happening here is you're going to have your if statement. This is the statement right here, basically. And then once you have the statement, you say then. Anything between here, up here, and here is part of the if statement. So it'll do anything inside of there if the condition up here is met, right there. But then at the end you just say end if. Now, you can have it like this, it'll work just fine. But normally, if you have an if statement, while statement, anything within a statement, you just want to press a tab so you can kind of see where it begins. In this case, it's up here, right there, the age 18, if age 18. And then it'll end down here. And I'll just press a tab so I know where it is. So now it will ask me for age. If I say 16, it won't. I need my number. It should be working. What's it going to do? 106. Yes, so it's not going to do anything in this case because it doesn't. 16 is not greater than 18. However, if I say 19, you're over 18. So there we go. As you can see, it ran through here. Now, what else you can do with this? Say they weren't over 18. You don't have to make a completely new if statement for that. You can say else if. I think it's else if, like that, yeah. And then I can say age is less than 18. And of course, I just need to say then, and I can say down here, print you are. Actually, in this case, I'm just going to say not old enough to vote. Now I'm just using this example because the age of 18 is the age when you can vote, I believe. You are able to vote. So now, again, if I just say 16, you're not able to vote. I spelled it wrong. I should not even spelled it wrong. Basically, as you can see, since I didn't add a quotation, it doesn't have a buffer at the end, so it will just take one letter off the end. But now if I say 19, you are able to vote. And so what's happening here, else if, it's just basically saying if this condition wasn't met, then try see if this condition can be met. And if not, then just end. So in this case, if I put in text, neither of the conditions are going to be met. So it says age is less than. Oh yeah, because it thinks it's just. It will just think that it's 0 what I typed in. Now, things that may happen when you're running this, if you didn't have the enter there, say you chose the age 18, nothing would happen because that's the place in between where stuff can happen. So, because this is saying if it's greater than 18 or if it's less than 18, but you have to have greater or equal to 18. Okay, so forgot exactly where I left off, but basically, this is all you're going to need to know for the basic if statement. What you can also do, if it's text, all you have to do, you can say get input. I'll just keep it age, but I'll just keep the variable name age, and I'll change it to name right here so they put in their name. And again, the variable doesn't have to perfectly describe it. It'll still work just fine. It's just for organization purposes. It's good to organize, don't get me wrong. I just don't want to rewrite it right now. So age equals forest. Then print I know you. Else if else. And then right here, actually, since if I can just say if it's not forest. If it's not forest, I can say who are you, Jesse? Question mark. Now, so if I run it, if I put in something random, who are you? If I run it and I put in cap, and I have to do capital because it'll match exactly. I know you. So yeah, you can do that just like this. So what I encourage you to do, I said you guys should go and make just some small game with this last time, but I didn't show any if statements. So this time I want you guys to try just practice getting user input, getting numbers, variables, everything like that, and just make some small game. If you send it to me again, I will look over it. I will recommend what you could do better, or if it's cool. If it's fun, I'll make a video of it on my gaming channel, and I will send a link to you. But I will be glad to help you guys if you have any questions at all. So I will see you guys in the next episode. I'll see you later.